Okay, we are in Amarillo, Texas, and we are with Luis Castaneda, and he is our pastor here in Amarillo, and we want to find out a little bit more about him. And so Luis, lead us on, talk a little bit about your family for us so that we can get to know who's living in your household with you.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you're here, Pastor Nash, and your kids with us. Yes, I'm married to Zulema Castaneda, and we've been married for 13 years. I got 2 kids. Jaciel is 9 years old, and Irving is almost 4 years. Okay. And that's for people living in our house right now. But a blessing we had is next to us, my mother-in-law lives. So she helps us a lot with my kids when we have to travel or do something. And my father-in-law, he helped us also, and he's working, he's still working, he's retired. But their family, about 3 or 4 brothers and sisters of her, living here, so that's good for us.
Oh, good, good. So you do have family surrounding you.
Yes.
Okay. Because you haven't lived here an extremely long time. 10 years?
10 years.
10 years you've lived in Amarillo, and you came via Minnesota, if I remember correctly.
That's
is that right?
That's right.
Via Mexico, is that true?
Yeah, I moved from Chihuahua, Mexico to Worthington, Minnesota, to help a pastor on the music team. And actually, we planned 5 churches up there. And I decided to move to Amarillo to start this church on 1998.
Very good.
But we start on 1999 actually to knock doors and invite people for the church.
Yeah. Gotcha. Very good. All right. So you've been here 10 years. You know Amarillo much better than I do. I get lost in Amarillo still. It's not that big, but I guess you can get lost a little bit. Tell us about Amarillo, just so we know the situation in which you do ministry. What should we know about Amarillo?
Amarillo got friendly people. I know last night we went to that show. I don't know how they treat you.
Oh, great.
But I think Amarillo had like 45,000 Hispanics.
Okay.
And most of that Hispanic people born here. So it's tough for us to reach that people because they don't speak Spanish and the background is Catholic.
Yeah.
So our church is mainly formed for people like me, they came from Guatemala, Honduras, or Mexico, and we're reaching those people.
So Central America and Mexico, not a lot of South Americans.
That is correct.
Okay.
There's a lot of meat packings around here, 3 or 4. And the thing is, they got a lot of Hispanic people working there.
Yeah.
Like 15 miles from here, there's a Tyson plant.
Oh, okay.
And they got like 1,500 Hispanic. So we're praying for them.
Yeah,
to reach
absolutely.
Them.
And Route 66 comes through here too. I don't know if that's a big deal to you or not, but Route 66 in America is a big deal.
I'm learning about that, and I know it's coming through, this town. It used to be Route 66, now it's I-40.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not very related to that.
That's okay. That's okay. We only know it from the movie Cars. So that's funny. All right, well, let's get into a little bit more about what you do know about that, and that's this church. Tell us about this church. You've planted this church. You've helped it grow up. What is this church known for? What's the culture? What does it feel like? Clue us in about your church a bit.
When we start the idea to plant a church here in Amarillo, we were looking for a name to identify ourselves with Hispanic people. And the first name we got in our mind was Centro de Alcance Hispano Peniel. That means center to reach Hispanics people.
Okay.
But later on, the Lord, came to me and said, it's not only Hispanic, my goal, to reach people. So we open to everybody now.
Okay.
The name changed to Centro Cristiano Peniel. Peniel is a word in the Bible in Genesis 32:30, and means, I saw God face to face and He changed my life. So we're trying to teach that to the people. Whenever they came to Peniel, they can have a change of their lives.
So they can meet God face to face, and their lives can be changed.
So Peniel is known for that.
Oh, very good. What do you see? What do you see coming down the pike in terms of what are you aiming for? Dreams, hopes, and dreams for this church. You've been at this for about 10 years now. So, what do you see over the next 10 years, maybe even? What do you hope this church becomes with God's blessing?
Okay, I found out during these 10 years that our people needs to be educated, especially in the Word of God, and that's my goal. You know, whatever we got time or we can do teaching, we're gonna be doing that.
Good.
And the goal is, you know, for this generation to be prepared for the next. I don't know what the future is gonna come for them. You know, my sons and the other people, kids, and one of our main goals is to have a place for the kids. You know, I'm new on this, you know, but there's a lot of kids that don't speak English and they need a place to go and learn the Bible. So that's one of the main goals for the church.
Okay.
And also to plant another church, but it'll be, you know, in 5 years or something.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to keep that as a goal, though, because that
Yes.
way you're doing things today that help you get there. Even if it's 5 years down the road, at least you're doing the right things, and the people of the church then know this is what we're about, this is what we're going to do, you know, and maybe it's not this year, maybe it's not next year, but they know down the pike that, you know, and then when that time comes, you're saying, we've been talking about this.
Yes, well, that's the way I think you do communicate the vision. One of the other issues we have is the building. We need some more rooms for the kids. I mean, I know the Lord is going to provide one way or another, but we have to keep, you know, working on that.
What kind of prayer request might you have personally? I know you're going through some things now and been out of work for a little bit, so I'm going to guess that's one, but you tell me, what are some things that we can be praying for you about and that we can be praying for your church about?
Okay, on my personal needs, I think I don't want to lose my communication to God, you know. I always try to be there, because if you're there, you know, He's going to speak to you. So that time I think is very important, so I pray for, you know, for Him to let me have that time and read the Bible and pray.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose that.
Yeah,
You know, you get too busy.
Yep.
But on the other side, He has been providing for us. You know, I lost my job 2 months ago, and He has been providing. You know, I got a salary part-time here in the church, and the unemployment is doing another part, so He got us covered on that.
Okay. Okay.
And I think the church need pray about to prepare more leaders, you know, and more people that is willing to give more to the Lord in terms of time, you know, and I think themselves, you know, for the job of God.
Right. Right. Okay.